Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking for Mighty Reptiles here with the vlog of March 13th, and Nicole has another pair to show us. She's kicking our butt when it comes to eggs. Alright. There's Monica, our little, she has tangerine in her, and she also has hypo, and we bred her to a solar flare, which is super hypo, emerine, tremper, and tangerine, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wasn't listening, sorry. So these eggs should be really cool. So we're gonna get these all ready and we're going to go ahead and put them in the incubator. Are we going for females or males? Females. Females, all right. Let's get them all boxed up. All right, so major plans for today. Only two real things. We have to stop at the pet shop again, and that is only just because I need to get feeders for our little snakes, being the king snake and our little hognose, because they eat mice fuzzies and all of ours are at the hopper stage and they're just too big for them. So I gotta go and pick them up. I mean, they're $1 each, so it's nothing to really complain about, but it's just something I gotta go make a trip for. And then we are also shipping out 2 packages today because the weather is finally good. Yes, but yeah, we're gonna be doing that today, and I'll show you guys how we package again, and then we're gonna be sending those out. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so now we're just taking off, and we are on our way to go pick up those pinkies at Elliot's Pet Shop, and yeah, start the cinematic. So for the next part of this little vlog, I have our little fuzzies here. So if you are a little squeamish when it comes to live videos, please skip forward. I'm going to leave a nice little thing right here that tells you the time when you can skip to. But we are going to be feeding the little hognose. We're gonna feed the bigger hognose because I actually got the king snake to take one of our smaller pinkies, forgetting that I had these here. So I'm gonna feed Hammy, our bigger hognose, and then I'm going to feed actually Nicole's fat tail. The one that has laid 2 clutches of eggs after this one has not really turned on to food really well. And I know it's not the actual like main source of nutrients that you want to give to the geckos, but we called the guy that we got her from, and that's the one fail-safe that she's going to eat no matter what. So we're hoping that this will turn her back on to food, because like I said before, they're going to be dropping eggs every month. So we need to get as much nutrients into her as possible. So this 1 week break from food that we have isn't good. So we're actually going to go and feed her one of these. So if you are squeamish in any way, just turn off the video, or, I mean, don't turn off the video, but skip to where I said. So, fair warning. So now, on to feeding the hognose. All right. So as you can see, this is gonna be an entirely different experience. He should probably go straight for it. Oh, yeah, that's the tongs, buddy. Get it. Get it. Roar. Come on, it's over here. You're still missing, dude. There you go, you got it. Is he gonna put on a little show for us? He's thrashing a little bit, which is unlike him. He's just being a goofball for the camera. Alright, so that was pretty different, right? So, here's where I'm going to be sending you guys, if you guys had chosen not to watch this. Now, I actually have 5 snakes that we're going to be sending out to 2 different people who actually both happen to be sending to the same exact tub. So, to make sure that you guys don't get each other's snakes, I'm writing your names on the bottom of the tub, so if they do happen to hand you the wrong one, I don't know why. But just in case, your name's gonna be on the bottom of it. I'm gonna show you guys the snakes that we are sending out because they're pretty. But other than that, Trina and Mason, here's packing up your snakes. Alright, so one thing I forgot to do before we actually started this was crack open some of these heat packs, so I'm going to do that right now while I construct these 2 and get all the snakes together, so that these will be warm by the time that they go in here, so I do know that these are hot and that they're not going to fail at some point in the shipping. It's actually not too hot here to where it's a danger to the snake by having this in there before going to the shipping center, but I see more security in knowing that they're not going to be cold when they get there. Alright, so names are officially on the bottom. One thing I suggest to any breeder that's planning on actually shipping out all the time, get one of these little cutters. I got this from Walmart for literally $4, and it's cut my cutting time down, that pun, by like 3 times the amount. So it's absolutely great, because cutting used to be the one part that would just absolutely suck, and now it just takes about a minute to get it all done.
It was only a kiss, now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke, and she's taking a track. She's touching his face now, he takes off her dress now, letting me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me.
Alright, so all of our cutting's done now. So now I am actually just going to put these together with who is actually receiving what. So Mason is receiving 3 snakes and Trina's receiving 2. So I'm keeping the wildlife form so that we are compliant with the Lacey Act all together. And then I'm going to divvy up these live animal shipments. Alright, so for Mason's we have actually, we're going to be doing it in 2 separate bags. I never bag more than 3 to 1 bag. And then for Trina's, we're going to be able to fit it all into 1 bag.
It was only a kiss, now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke, and she's taking a track.
Alright, so here is the first one for Trina. This is a beautiful little Mojave girl that she got in our last auction, I believe, before the weather got too cold to ship.
I just can't look, it's killing me.
So here is her second snake, a little banana spot nose. Has some really nice oranges to him. Unfortunately, this light's really harsh on him, but gorgeous snake.
Joking on your alibis, but it's just a price I pay. Destiny is calling me, open up my eager eyes. But it's the price going.
Alright, so Mason, here is your beautiful little spider girl. She just shed less than 2 hours ago, since last time I checked on her. So she is absolutely gorgeous, and she's empty.
It was only a kiss, now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke, and she's taking a track.
Alright, so the next one here was produced in-house. This is the little Het Snow Boy, the one normal that came out of the twins clutch that we had there with the snow. So this was from Heisen, which is an Xanthic Het albino, to our first time mom, Lori, which is albino Het for Xanthic. Therefore, he is 100% Het for both Xanthic and albino. So Mason, you actually lucked out twice. This boy is in fresh shed as well within the last 2 hours and empty. Just like the spider girl. He is absolutely gorgeous. He's so bright. Yeah, you're gonna love this little guy. This guy's got a great personality on him. Alright, so now all the animals are bagged. Now to give them their corresponding boxes and actually get them boxed up and ready to go. So let's get some padding in them. So these are just starting to warm up, so I'm going to give them a little bit more venting time before we actually go and attach them and put them in. But before I forget, because I forget this all the time, I'm going to include business cards. Alright, so now they're officially packed. Now to actually go get these affixed and put them in the boxes. I think we can all can agree this is the worst paint ever when your tape rolls back on itself. Just got it. Alright, so now they're done. Now it's time to ship. Let's get going. Alright, so sorry for the weird cut. I actually decided to just cut the time lapse just because it was traffic the entire way there. So you guys were literally gonna see like the same frame with a slightly different background. I just thought that was kind of boring, so I'm gonna leave it sped up. I'm not gonna slow it down at all. But I just had an interesting thing at FedEx, so I'm gonna give this guy a shout out. It's my first time actually seeing another reptile person out there. And if any of you guys are into panther, chameleons, or some geckos, make sure to check this guy out on Instagram. I'm going to have his name right here. It's Calchams and geckos, or with underscores in between, and let him know that IDR sent you. But very cool guy, and I got to talk to him, and then of course all the other, it's like people, it's like we got our little tinfoil hats talking and everybody's looking at us like we're weird. But yeah, it was a great experience, and it was nice to meet you, Adrian. So yeah, I'll definitely see you at a show sometime. And other than that, that is it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be giving away a ball python and less than 50 subscribers. If I believe so, it is 48 or something like that. So yeah, it is going to be announced in the next couple of days, and we're probably going to run it for a week or two. The big problem is we just sold 5 snakes and we had, you know, 8 snakes available. So now who are we going to use? So we're going to figure out which snake we're going to actually be giving away, and who knows, we may even be giving away an egg of our first clutch that actually lays. So you may even have a possibility of getting, if we end up doing eggs or if we do babies, something on that highway hide clutch, which would be really cool. And I think if it is that clutch, we'll decide not to do an egg but do a baby. But we're definitely not going to leave you with the normal. We'll give you something cool. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.